I'm Ben Griffith, and today I'm going to debunk another parkour and freerunning myth. One that is, whenever you jump off of something, you should jump up and out as hard as you can. I'm going to talk today about how that can possibly be detrimental to one's body and hurt yourself. Okay, so we're going to look at 3 more scenarios, just like the last video. In scenario 1, we have somebody who decides to jump straight out. Actually, no, I'm going to start with scenario 3. Somebody decides to do exactly what most people do, and that's just jump high up and out as fast as they can. The idea being that if you jump straight down, you have no velocity going this way until your body just crunches against the ground. There's no really fluid roll. It hurts your body. Absolutely true. I'm not arguing that. So today, our person jumps from a 10-meter bank up 3 meters, thus making 13 meters up in the air, jumps out and hits the ground. Scenario 2, our person didn't run up. That's the noob who gets scared right before they jump off at something big and they go, and then they just kind of fall off. This is for you guys. You guys drop straight down. You have no velocity in the Y direction or in the X direction. A lot of it is in the Y direction. Scenario 1 here, we have a person who, rather than jumping up and out, they just jump out as far as they can. So, much like in scenario 3, they do have a lot of X velocity, but they try to conserve their Y velocity. Now, the thing about scenario 3, which is what most people want to do, is that you increase your delta Y. That is to say, you increase how far you drop. With increasing how far you drop, you increase how much momentum you hit the ground with, you increase how much momentum you have to exert back onto the ground so as to roll and even yourself out. Imagine dropping off a 10,000-story building. That's a lot of velocity, and that's a lot of momentum that you have to just crunch out all at once. If you drop off a 1-foot embankment, you have all the time in the world to just kind of chill out, and maybe you don't even have to roll because the momentum is so soft. So in scenario 2, not having enough velocity in the Y direction, rather the X direction, will cause a very not fluid roll. You'll fall onto yourself, you'll have to literally generate your own velocity in the Y direction. You'll have to push off the ground in the X direction. Gosh, you have to push off the ground to literally make yourself roll. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. That puts so much strain on your legs. Just don't do that. We'll throw that up now. Priority 1. Pri 1. VX. Make sure you're moving in the X direction. Make sure you're moving horizontally, because if you're not, the roll's not going to be fluid. Priority 2, however, is the one, and that's what I'm debunking in this video. 2. High delta Y. That is to say, jump up high, increase delta Y. What you'll end up doing with that is increasing how much force you hit the ground with, how much momentum you have to generate. You're putting more strain on your body than you need to. If you just did scenario 1, you're maximizing your velocity in the X direction, and you're minimizing how hard you hit the ground by keeping that Y drop, that delta Y, conserved. You're keeping it small. So rather, I should say to the new people, don't worry about scenario 1 yet. Keep jumping up, keep jumping out, because it's very natural just to... But I'm saying for you experienced guys, maybe try a safety dash down off the wall, because that's minimizing the delta Y. That's actually decreasing it. You might be dropping a little bit under the wall. So yeah, jumping up does nothing good for you. Thank you.